It is time for the final game of the day in this beautiful town of Mossel Bay. We're at the Dalmeida Stadium and we are preparing for the Southwestern Districts to take on Zimbabwe Academy. Plenty of local flavor in this one, and the fans must be itching to see SWD take to the field. Their hometown heroes that have made it all the way up to the top of their provincial game. Zim Academy, on the other hand, are building towards the 2023 World Cup tilt, and they need to make sure that they have all the players in their possession in order to make a full go at that goal. And here are some of the fans that have come out to the Dalmeida Stadium today on Mother's Day, of course. And what a wonderful occasion it is, and what a way to celebrate it here on the garden route with the Festival of Rugby. 3 matches have been played today. Eastern Province Kings just had a very tough outing against Cheetahs, and earlier on we saw the Mossel Bay Barbarians taking on George, and right now we are looking at the starting lineups for your 2 teams today. Tyron Fagan is a tank of a man, and he's been playing in England for a while. He currently plays for Vereniging Club. Karakwashe Murariki is also, his nickname is Hilton. He is the incumbent number 9 for the national side, known as the Sables. Matthew Mandioma comes in from Spain, and as a result, Royal Mwale will be rested for today as they try to build a squad. And we are now looking at the SWD team. Watch out for Leighton Extian. He's been with SWD since 2012, 214 career points. Shariah Rosenkranz was the captain of Mossel Bay Barbarians at the Saldanha Super 8 just a couple of weeks ago, but now he's turning out for SWD. Marquise September scored an amazing try in round 1 against Western Province. And Sean Robenheimer is having a special occasion today for Southwestern Districts, which you will see in just a moment. But for now, let's watch Zimbabwe Academy run out onto the Dalmeida pitch. What a pleasure to have the international flavor here. Namibia and Zimbabwe Academy now partaking in the SuperSport Rugby Challenge. That is not Brendan Mandivenga. He is the number 10 who is currently injured for Zimbabwe Academy. And alongside me in commentary today is a man who played for the Eagles, none other than Vim Visser. Vim, tell us about this man.
Oh, well done, Sean Robenheimer, running out for his 100th cap for his province. Congratulations. To reach 100 caps for any province, any union, for your club is a massive honor. And look at that, all his teammates around him. That's what it means to them. Hopefully they will celebrate with a massive victory here today in front of their home crowd, the faithful from Dalmeida Stadium, Mossel Bay. Both sides have had a haphazard start. They both lost 2 out of 2. But the big one for the Eagles, in the 2 fixtures that they have lost, they've conceded 121 points, an average of 60 points a game. So defensively, they've been found wanting. Zimbabwe have been competitive. They lost in round 1 to the Border Bulldogs 41-16. In round 2, they lost 36-14 to a Sharks 15. I look forward to this one, Paul Stubbs. It should be a cracker.
2 very evenly balanced teams, really, if you look at it, and 2 teams fond of running the ball. But before we get started with all of that, we have some pre-match ceremonies. And here is the Zimbabwe Academy. That's their captain that we're looking at, Jan Ferreira. What a player he is, as the dignitaries of the region are just greeting these players, Zimbabwe and South Africa. Pardon me, Zimbabwe and Southwestern Districts. And what a player Jan Ferreira is. Over 20 caps for the Sables, which is the Zimbabwe national side. He plays lock, number 8, wing, and inside center. And he won the African Gold Cup with Zimbabwe back in 2012. And what a man to be leading the team. Of course, the regular captain is Brendan Mandivenga, who plays fly half, and he'll be coming back from injury shortly.
He also did a stint in Spain for the club called Apareadores. So a man with international flavor, played abroad. Proud moment to introduce dignitaries to his side.
Plenty of these Zimbabwe players getting a lot of experience in those club situations over in Spain and England and across Europe as well. And we are on to the Southwestern District side of things, and this is Wayne Wilshut, such an important player for this side. He went to Worcester, he was born in Worcester and went to Worcester Gym as well. And he was part of the Villagers, and he's been with Southwestern District since 2018.
He was a catalyst in the Southwestern District's Currie Cup First Division final last year against the Falcons, where he scored 2 tries, and those tries were scored at moments which turned the result.
And Vim, let's talk about the new reality for Southwestern Districts. With the restructuring of South African rugby from the top down, things have changed for these smaller unions.
It has changed significantly. I had a chat to my teammates and their backline and skills coach, Daryl Curries, earlier on. These guys all work. They train in the evenings, they have one evening off, and they go play SuperSport Rugby Challenge over the weekends, and they've been found wanting in recent times. They had a fantastic season last year, winning it. Their coach, Reinhard van As, has gone and he's coaching in Russia. But at the end of the day, it's a rebuilding phase once again for this Southwestern District side. They've got a lot of skill. They're relying on a lot of local club talent, which is opening doors for the local youngsters. I see it always as a positive.
It really is just amazing just to have the colors of Zimbabwe here in the SuperSport Rugby Challenge. They are here because the African Gold Cup broke down this year due to loss of sponsorship, but that is the vehicle through which African countries can qualify for the World Cup. Those of us in South Africa, of course, privileged enough never have to worry about those African rankings.
Before we start, there's one thing we have to mention. The Westerly has picked up the Westerly wind, and the Eagles have it in their sails in this first half.
It certainly has picked up, and we are underway immediately into the arms of Chiwanza. Zimbabwe will be happy with that receipt. How will they exit, though? As Vam mentioned, they are playing into the teeth of a significant breeze here this afternoon. That is away from Murariki. Zimbabwe trying their hand at running the ball early on. Katsvere takes it into contact. Looking for space on the outside. What a punishing hit from Leighton Extian. And into touch.
Leighton Extian, prominent fullback for this SWD side. He can play scrum half, fly half. Product of Otaniqua. Played Southwestern District's Craven Week in 2012. King Super Rugby.
In it comes, fantastic take off the top from Oosthuizen. It's immediately onto the attack is Marquise September. Snell, quick ball for SWD, and it's Wynand Grasman who carries it forward. This is Nortje, Extian into the line, Extian with support, and Dylan Snell opens the scoring.
That is the perfect start. Under a minute and Dylan Snell on the scoreboard. But it all started with clinical play. The speed of delivery from the breakdown point was exceptional, and then the running line of the fullback, Leighton Extian. He runs at the space and not at the face, and unselfishly finds the support of his scrum half, Dylan Snell. Outstanding start to the SWD Eagles.
Look at those flags in the background to get an idea of just how hard the wind is now blowing. Really has picked up significantly. Gerard Nortje for the extra 2. Nortje puts it right over the posts. And it's 7 points to 0 to the home team.
It's the little fullback, Leighton Extian. Cuts through that gap through a hot knife through butter. Perfect timing, perfect execution.
What a stalwart for SWD he's been. Back underway, courtesy of Jaravadza. And the Eagles make a solid receipt. Dylan Snell, try scorer, off to Sean Robenheimer in his 100th match for the club. Wayne Volschit. Snell working it blind. It slipped through the hands of Vuyo Mboto, but there was an advantage being played, and it will be a penalty to SWD. There's a Zimbabwe player down in absolute agony. And indeed, it is Jan Ferreira, who went off early against Western Province in round 1 as well. He's the captain of the side today.
In the middle of your picture, clearly offside the defensive line of the Zimbabwean Academy side. Not behind the last man's feet, jumping the gun. Obviously trying to get extra line speed in the defensive tactic. Just mistiming the approach.
8 black offside.
Kicking to touch, it's Gerard Nortje, using that significant win to his advantage as well, beyond the halfway line for SWD. And there is all of the evidence of the movement of the air today. The wind is blowing ferociously now. It will be a question of who manages it the better. Setting up a rolling maul, SWD, Volskut breaks from the back. Snell into the line with significance there was Marquise September. Zimbabwe struggling to cope with the pace of play from SWD. What a clean out. And it's sent wide by Nortje. Here's Adri Jacobs. Snell. Oh, it's fallen loose and Zimbabwe pounce upon that. That's great stuff. And Mangenja keeps it moving.
Advantage
Now
lost forward by
to
Black.
force his way through a gap.
Last point! It's backwards!
Very difficult pass to negotiate for Sean
Right, no
Robenheimer.
advantage, gents. Let's go for the first knock. Black.
Failed to do so. There were 2 knock-ons and it will be a scrum in favor of SWD.
The referee today, Vuzian Sibe, good advantage applied. This is why ball was knocked on in contact. And often that players take ball into contact and then protect the possession.
Remember what we spoke about, last point of the tackle or the ruck. Please skip to that. Okay.
First scrum of the game, Paul Stubbs, bread and butter time.
And both of these teams, it will be questionable about how advanced their scrum practice is. Not a lot of time for practice for Zimbabwe. SWD should back themselves more. They have Cleopas Kunidona do Zimbabwe. He's 22 years old, 125 kg, a serious prospect for Zimbabwean rugby.
Right, crouch! Bind! Up. Gents, we spoke about the space pre-match time, right? Let's manage the space. Let's not pre-bind, please. Same ball.
We'll have another go at this.
Pardon?
Could be pivotal. The set pieces today, lineouts and scrummages. Zimbabwe
Nice long bind,
will be
gents.
desperate to get off on the right foot.
Right, crouch! Bind! Sit! Down again.
2 resets on the first scrum. I think both of these sides are taking this very seriously.
Come here.
So underfoot you can see slightly that the field is cutting up slightly.
Let's keep the space, gents.
Both front rows need to concentrate on their bind. Get
Not
their
happy.
feet up and under them, support their own body weights. No hinging allowed.
Watch your wing.
Sit! Keep it up!
That looks like a far more solid effort from everybody involved, and SWD are showing their dominance at this set piece early on. Troubling scenes for Zimbabwe Academy. A penalty came from that scrum.
Collapse the scrum there.
Half fives all around by the tight 5. Mini micro battle,
right
one
there.
up front, first scrum of the game. You milk a penalty. Is that alarm bells for the Zimbabwe Academy? And Exkin with the first opportunity to gain real estate here in Delmeda. The setup is good, the pressure comes on. Zimbabwe crumble.
Answers will be needed for the scrum for Zimbabwe Academy if they want to hold their own in this rugby match. Steers goes up and he finds Johan Oosthuizen trying to set another rolling maul. Is that Zimbabwe player on sides as he comes through the center? The rolling maul goes to ground. It is there for SWD and Snell clears. Away to Grasman. Snell. Marquise September inside to Nortje. Here's Snell again. There's numbers on the left, but look at that ball drift away from the receivers. Bulskut picks it up.
Release!
Snell, oh, Marquise September's keen for this one. He came in on a hard angle and almost broke through that defensive line.
No.
It's turned over to the other
It's
side
fine.
in Zimbabwe Academy. Capitalized, but now it's been intercepted by Extian. And Snell is on the ball. Numbers to the outside, wonderful hands from Buren Parks. And now there's only the finish left for Sharia Rosenkrantz.
All you can call that is silky touches in front of heavy traffic. Take a look at this. The ball does the work. Unselfishly, Johan Oosthuizen passes the ball out wide. ABC Rugby. Fix and pass. Fix and pass. That little flick there made the try. And Rosenkrantz scores the Eagles' second.
Sharia Rosenkrantz, formerly of Mossel Bay Barbarians, but not formerly, of course, because no doubt he'll be turning out for the Barbarians sometime soon. Such a wonderful spirit of rugby here in the SWD and Boland in the Western Cape. Up it goes from Nortje. He will not be able to curve it around. I think the wind is blowing towards that corner from which he kicked. But here's one last look at the try.
Execution is good. That flick on by Karat Nortje to find the outside support was out of this book. Take a look at this. So easy. The rest is history.
Jeremiah Jaravadza, he has not accounted for the wind with that kick, and they might as well put their hands on this. That's exactly what they do. Scrum to the Eagles.
Scrum. Thank you. Let's move over a bit, please. Scrum is WD.
Balls all possession and territory for the Eagles. 80% possession, 80% territory. And that is why the Zimbabwe Academy side have had to have made 18 tackles in 10 minutes.
Right, let's keep that space, gents. The last one is much better. Let's keep it up now. Crouch. Bind. Seat. Keep it up, one.
Oh, look at the change in that scrum. Zimbabwe Academy holding their own. Bulskut breaks from the back. Too much concentration on driving. Flanker did not break early enough for Zimbabwe Academy. The Eagles are on the charge now. Snell. Nortje. That is to Joandre Diga.
It is.
Snell at the back of this. Not happy with the presentation. Not enough support there for Eagles. Zimbabwe Academy may have had an opportunity, but the presentation is outstanding. And here's Extian. Steers. Extian. And it's Joandre Diga again. The Zimbabwe Academy's defensive line holding extremely firm right now. The ball is popped loose. Wisely holding on to that pass was Gwadun Mangenje. And that is some strong running there. Tyron Fagan now takes up the mantle for Zim Academy, finally in possession. Surely that man offsides, and very much so he was. Jaravatsa away to Cleopas Kundiona.
No.
Mudariki.
Number 5. Yeah.
A tap. Oh, well. Didn't go from the right place. And Kudzai Mashwai
Number 5. White.
thinks better of it.
Johan Oosthuizen, the SWD lock, trapped off sides. Looked like almost a backward banana kick.
And that's why they didn't go for the post, one would have to assume.
Clearly offside, jumping the gun, trying to get extra line speed.
Step that way, white.
Oosthuizen, player caught offsides, the primary line-out option for SWD.
Play on,
Tries
play
to
on,
challenge
play
in
on.
the front. And referee Vusim CB, you see that he's happy with that because he understands the influence of the wind, and now busting through. Oh, this is a fantastic run. What a try for Zim Academy.
Just now after the kick, please.
Taking one last look here, and it's Chiesa who's scoring.
Good work by Chiesa. Slipping through tackles, soft by the SWD Eagles defensively, but he's got blistering pace and he backed himself. And let me tell you one thing, he had a lot of work to do, but an injection of pace, steps, and brute power earns him the points in the first try for the Zimbabwe Academy side.
What a fantastic turnaround of events early on with that first scrum. It was looking like SWD with a more organized side. They were looking powerful, but Zim Academy have come roaring back into this match. Oh, Chiesa just keeping his feet, stepping inside. The power and the pace. What a player. How will SWD measure this one? Nortier decides to get cute with it, goes short, the wind carries it further, and Zim Academy have to hustle to get that. It's away from Mudariki. Oh, more power running from Cleopas Kundiona. Cleopas Kundiona with the inside ball to Muzanagwe. What a barnstorming run from the big boy. A youngster as well is Cleopas Kundiona. And the kick through from Jaravatsa into the wind, very cleverly putting some force behind it. It holds up now. And SWD will be trapped in their own 22 should they secure this ruck ball, which they will. Extian standing at halfback. It is being disrupted by Zim Academy. And the launch on that kick, it is flying downfield. It's crossed the plane of touch well before the moment it landed, and we're up to the 10-meter line of SWD.
It's a good carry by the big Tartet prop, 125 kilograms of beef. Kundiona. And he keeps the ball alive with the offload.
Wait, you guys need to speed up. I gave you the responsibility to speak to your guys. Look at him, he's stepped in already. Let's get the discipline going here.
Oh, with the wind, there's going to be an interesting contest here. And it's drifting
Backwards.
away. Everything is fine because of the significance of the wind. Oh, Jaravaza taking it to the line. Jaravaza with some steps. Presentation is great. Mudariki keeps it going. Zim Academy are growing into this one. Burnett. Hand over the ball for the Eagles. What a steal that is. Holding on the ground eventually, the call. I believe it's Buren Parks, the culprit for the steal.
Buren Parks putting his body on the line. He survives the clean, stays on his feet, low center of gravity, wins the penalty and turnover for his side.
Oh, Vim, we're not hoping for just this. A free-flowing game, both sides keen to score tries as that goes into touch.
It's a good first-time tackle. Take a look at the sixth flanker, Buren Parks. He allows daylight, he allows the attacking player to place the ball, and then wins the penalty.
Steers to feed. He started outside of the right shoulders of his SWD players, so it swings back into the center of the lineout. There's a whole different set of things to consider on a windy day like this. And both sides are going to be keen to keep the ball in hand, which is positive. That carry from Joandre Dige. Oh, chopped down Marquis September. Just could not hold on to the man, and he has been hurt in the tackle as well.
That man there, you're
Penalty
playing
comes
the
the way
ball
of
on
the
the ground.
Eagles.
Get on your feet. Mark here. Here we are.
It's the fourth penalty that the Zimbabwe Academy side has inflicted in this first half. And with a hurricane behind you,
Time's on.
it's the SWD Eagles who are opting for the 3 points.
Just having a checkup. It's Kudzai Mashawi. It will be Gerard Noortje. He's going to have a shot at posts in these blustery conditions. The wind is behind him, but it may be unstable as well. Born in George Noortje, so just up the road here from Mossel Bay. Noortje, oh, wow, that is desperately unlucky. Off the post, into the hands of the try scorer, Kiesa. And here's Matthew McNabb trying to get on the go, but a fine tackle. Make sure that he does not cross the plane of the 22-meter line. And that's been stolen in the tackle. What a chance this represents for Eagles. Snell is the one in possession, eventually going to ground. Here's Extian. Oh, it's been dropped cold by Dewald Dekker.
Seven. Leave the calls to me, please.
Open and shut case of looking up at the approaching defender, knocking that ball on, gifting possession back to the Zimbabwe Academy.
Just that.
Dewald Dekker went to Otanikwaha, played SWD Craven Week in 2011.
If you're on the ground,
represented Pika in Varsity Cup in 2016 and 2017.
So, let's not do it.
And there is Kudzai Mashawi, who was involved in that painful tackle earlier on. He's now being taken from the field, hopefully for an HIA. Let's hope that he's all right.
Black ball.
As play gets ready to recommence, we are in the 22-meter line of Zim Academy, playing into the wind.
Yeah, we're playing.
And trailing by only 5.
Locks, yep.
After a frantic start from the Eagles.
Right, crouch! Bind!
Not much to pick between the two pecks.
Seat! Get it up. Get it up. Down,
and that's collapsed at the front row. After the initial 3 resets at the first scrum, SWD showed pure dominance. But since then, there has been a resurgence from Zimbabwe Academy.
Just keep it up. Bars up.
Looks like that the Zimbabwe side are making replacements. Kuzi Kazembe is replacing Kudzai Mashawi, the centre that put the tackle on the flyer Marquis September. Did himself a nasty.
Bind. Seat. One down. 3.
Karakwashe Murariki asking for the penalty, and the penalty he receives. Zim Academy, they must run. Not only because that's in their nature, in their game plan, but because the wind will not allow them to kick upfield. If they want to make ground, they'll have to make it on their own steam. That's Tyron Fagan taking it in. Mudariki moves it to the right. And the Eagles, in full knowledge that Zim will be running this ball, they've got their defenses spread and they're waiting time after time. The players have drifted off sides, and Aidan Burnett breaks the advantage line nonetheless. Trying to get the footwork on. It's Jaravatsa.
Release it! Here we are.
After another infringement, we'll be heading back for the initial penalty advantage.
The initial penalty was for an offsides position of Sean Robenheimer, jumping the gun in the defensive line. From an initial opening 10 minutes where Zimbabwe, there you can see Sean Robenheimer coming out of line. But going back, Zimbabwe with the initial 10-minute start with a bit nervous. The nerves are gone. They're starting to find their straps against a strong win in this first half.
Mawere feeds to the front, but it has been stolen by Johan Oosthuizen, and he is going to be danger in the line-out. Oh, wow, taking his eyes up. Sean Robenheimer in his 100th match. He won't be happy with this. The 100 caps that he has racked up would suggest that he is far better than that. And look at that. It is as though SWD, it was their own line-out, the way that Johan Oosthuizen rose up to receive that.
Well, that's what is called pillar defense in line-out work, putting up a jumper right in the front. And it puts pressure on the opposition hooker and also the opposition captain of the line-outs, if you can call him that, who calls the calls.
Right, thank you.
Eventually it becomes a shambles.
Crouch! Bind! Sit! Keep it up,
Team
one
manager of
up.
Zimbabwe Academy, Jason Moritz, has been very helpful with information, and he said that the tight 5 battle is what they're focused on. You know that SWD would try to bring the power up front. Here's Jaravatsa, off to Kietza. Kietza fighting to get to ground, and it has been stolen in the tackle. Snell, he's full of energy today. Extian. Often stepping back into the half back roll, Extian, very effectively so as well. Snell off to Volskut.
No, leave it! Get daylight, get there.
Did not listen to the call of referee Vusium Sibi to leave it, and the penalty comes the way of SWD.
Number 4.
Well, hands in the ruck, you have to allow the attacking player the opportunity to place the ball, to set a target for your cleaners. So no daylight demonstrated, and therefore a penalty. Decision time for the Eagles. Posts or knock it into the corner and set up a driving maul.
What do you think, Bum? Do you think that SWD will be thinking about building a big lead here in the first half, considering that they'll be playing into this wind in the second?
Well, the fact of the matter is, you have to build a big lead, considering the fact that you are playing into a strong wind in the second half, and Zimbabwe are starting to manage the conditions a lot better than the Eagles at the moment, and it does look like there's a problem with their loose head prop, Tyron Fagan.
Now Fagan comes from the field, and Mandioma is coming on for Mawere as well, and it looked like Volskut might have a problem for SWD, but Volskut will play on.
1 and 2 black. 1 and 2 black.
Perhaps a contact injury there for the experienced and powerful Wayne Volskut.
Right, time back on.
There's confirmation of the replacement. SWD bringing that one down to the top brilliantly, courtesy of Oosthuizen, and now the rolling maul is working a treat. They're going to have to corkscrew out of this. No, they changed the direction, but now they're driving across the field. Illegal collapse from Zim Academy, and there will be a penalty advantage to the Eagles. Marquise September using his power. 5 meters out now.
Step back.
Snell, quick ball for the Eagles. They need so much more of this, and it's Dige who takes them closer.
New advantage.
Snell requesting the ball. It's off to Oosthuizen, who is well marked up by the very impressive Kundiana. Snell. Snell sends it left now. Volskut dominates the first man. His opposite number, Aiden Burnett. Snell left and then right, trying to stretch these defenses. And now it's Nortier, the wraparound from Snell. Snell hands one off. Can he get it wide? Defense is shutting SWD down each and every time. Zim Academy are willing to scramble. Oh, that is fantastic hands to hold on to that ball. Reinhardt steers. And now Zim Academy come disrupting the breakdown. We were under an advantage for a long time. And Eagles will have another penalty opportunity.
It's good advantage played by the referee, Vusi. Quick tap penalty, and the Eagles on the charge as he reached out and scored.
What do you think, Vom? Looks good to me. could be going up to Sean Feltman to have a look at this.
Get back. So far, did you see any grounding?
Yeah, I see the grounding. You ground the ball in the line side.
That's right.
Yeah, just
Try.
make sure, just make sure.
Right, thank you. Right. Sean,
Speak to me.
you're on the screen. We're happy with the grounding, so on-field decision is a try, unless you advise us otherwise.
So on-field decision is a try unless I advise you otherwise.
Thank you.
We're going to have a look to see whether there's control and downward pressure. Oh yes, there is. The line is your friend. That has to be a try.
Wusi, you may proceed. You may award the try.
Thank you very much, Sean. Try.
The call comes down from up top. Sean Feltman confirms the try has been scored, and the Eagles can celebrate. They've got a 10-point lead before the kick.
And it's Marquette September with a lot of work to do. Quick tap penalty. September puts his head down, backs himself, and finds a blade of grass.
Dominant inside centre he is. Leighton Extian on hand to perhaps hold the ball if need be for Gerard Nortje.
Let's go 10.
Up it goes from Nortje. The kick is good.
Good vision from Leighton Extian. Quick tap penalty. So much work to do for September.
Oh, this one is going to fall into grass. What a clever kickoff that was. However, the defense does not complement it. And it is Vuyon Botha who got caught up in the tackle. Zim Academy making the turnover, and Mudariki sends it off to Jan Ferreira. Mudariki, Burnett
Leave it.
in over the ball. Was Buren Parks unable to secure a turnover. Another powerful run from Kundiona. Mudariki, oh man, Jeremiah Jaravatsa took his eyes off the ball and he's knocked it on. Just as Zim Academy were beginning to attack the 22-meter line of Eagles.
For black. Donkey. Here we are, gents. Here's our mark.
The man that's studying physiotherapy, Jaravatsa. Unforced error, knocking the ball on and gifting possession back to the Southwestern District Eagles.
As long as you stay behind the ball, that's fine. Yeah.
As they continue to roll the subs, rolling subs in the SuperSport Rugby Challenge, of course. So these are not permanent substitutions you're seeing. That would be very early.
Right. Crouch! Gents, you can't be head-to-head. So
Had a couple of hiccups at scrum time, Vim, but when they do pack down, it does look like an even
Come on,
battle
you
now.
can do better
Although
than
at the
that.
first scrum, it looked like the Eagles had the rub on them.
Most definitely did, Paul. There has been a couple of resets due to the fact that
right, same ball.
the front rows are
White ball.
slightly overextended. And the Zimbabwe Academy did gain
Right.
a
Crouch!
scrum penalty on the previous occasion. Let's see what takes
Point.
place here.
Seat!
Snell feeds. Whoa, that's the kind of scrum the Eagles will have been looking for since their first. And Vane Volskut still soldiers on and took a big hit to what seemed like a knee earlier on. But he continues to move. Look at the wind carry that ball. It's carried it well into touch. Presenting another opportunity here to Zimbabwe Academy.
It's
Thank you,
Dylan
everyone.
Snell that takes the wrong club out of the bag and overcooks it.
Steve?
So the line-out will take place
Liever voorrijden.
from where he kicked the ball.
And Ruan Meiring holding the flag on the far side. Here's Mandioma, the player who just came back from Spain to join up with his Zim teammates. Oh, that's another steal. Let's put it down as a steal for Johan
Leave it
Oosthuizen.
now, leave it!
Yeah, just playing on the ground, unfortunately. They're attacking the breakdown, though, Zim Academy. Looking far more organized than they did in week 1. Looking like a real team right now.
Off his feet.
It's Johan Oosthuizen that's been prominent at the line-out phase for the Southwestern District Eagles. He's stolen 2 balls already. He's a lanky lock forward. Sure. That's a tough call. He first showed daylight, then put his hands on the ball. Survived the clean.
Oh, then what exactly is happening at scrum time? Is it that the Eagles are the more powerful and they're not getting it right, or is Zimbabwe Academy flitting in and out of this contest?
Does definitely look at the moment that the Eagles are having slight supremacy.
Crouch! Bind! Oh.
Not happy on the far side there.
Need to be steady, gents.
Karakwashe
Right, I can't move on
Murariki.
to the next call unless we are steady.
Scrum off for the national side, and he looks every bit of the national scrum off as well. He looks very good. Quick
Same
ball
ball.
is a guarantee with Murariki at the base of your rucks. Many players being rotated in and out here today for Zimbabwe, having to do with injury, rotation, and also
Crouch.
work commitments.
Bind! Sit!
Rian O'Neill, who played inside centre for Zimbabwe Academy in week 1, a Zimbabwe Sevens player, not available due to work commitments. Look at that tight head. Volskut picks it up at the back. Oh, this really is starting to pay off for Eagles now, this powerful scrum of theirs. It looked like an even contest for a while. Another fine carry from Sean Robenheimer. Oh, and the defensive line just up too quickly for Eagles to be able to get that pass away. And as Zimbabwe Academy attempt the intercept, there's another knock on and we'll have a scrum.
Yeah. You had it there.
But it's still all possession and territory in favor of the Eagles. 60% possession, 68% territory.
You guys need to settle here, right? You don't have to go up and go down. Just get the bind. That's a simple thing. Let's just get the bind.
The question really will be, are they building a big enough lead to defend in the second half when Zimbabwe have the wind behind their backs? And does Zimbabwe have the players to use that win to their advantage?
Right, crouch. Bind. Sit. Keep it up.
Let's keep a close eye on proceedings here.
Get it out. Stop. Get it out.
Zim Academy holding their own just, and Snell gives it off to
You lost
Marquise
it.
September. Crash ball centre deluxe. Oh, that's a good strong run.
Right, tackler. Thank you.
Andre Dige was the culprit, and there's Sean Robenheimer again. Protected by Buren Parks, and Dige is on the carry once more. Moving forward, Johan Oosthuizen keeping it tight to the ruck now, Eagles. And Zim Academy not committing the players to that breakdown to disrupt the ball, and those hands leave plenty to be desired. Attacked through by Murariki. And that is a wild pass which has gone forward, and Extian will be chopped down, but will come back for a scrum in favor of Zim Academy, but that will make them shake to the knees.
It's well recovered on that right wing. Unfortunately, in the contact, losing the ball forward for the Eagles player. It's their left winger, Audrey Jacobs, product of Schoonspruit High School. Played SA under 20 in 2010.
Right. Time back on, gents.
Look to be sporting a
Next scrum, ball
slight
last
limp
forward.
there as well. Clearly this first half taking plenty out of these players. They are throwing themselves into each other, that much is for certain. Undoubtedly, they'll both be targeting a victory here. They currently occupy positions number 7 and 8 in the southern section of the SuperSport Rugby Challenge. Neither of them having racked up a win as yet from their 2 matches.
Right.
Well, currently 7th and 8th. Eagles gained a bonus point, losing
Roach!
try in the
Point!
last outing against the Eastern
6.
Province Elephants, where they scored 31 points. So obviously scored 4 tries on that occasion.
The real problem is how many points they concede. Can Zim Academy take it to SWD right now? Vice Captain
Backwards.
Murariki spreads it from the base again. That is a strong hit. Murariki had to be quick. Does get the ball away to Jaravatsa. Here's Kietsa, who absolutely ripped into the Eagles moments ago. Less than 5 minutes to play in the first half. It's time for Zim Academy to strike again. It's Kietsa. And the inside ball is to Jafnos Chiwanza. Can they keep this movement alive? Zim Academy so crucial.
No, no, no.
If they could manage to score before the halftime break, really set hearts aflutter in the Eagles' ranks. Murariki there for the carriers, Kundiona. Murariki again. Here's Kietsa, constantly breaking tackles. Oh, Murariki super gap. No knock called, and we're going to play on this. Katsvera,
Last point.
one of the better players in the Zim Academy side, an experienced head, Zim Sevens international as well. Chaos at the ruck time here. Murariki from bended knee sends it. And that's Mandioma. Murariki, quick ball is spectacular, but the defense of Marquis September is even better. And Murariki, just as he thought he saw a gap, Vane Volskut made sure the door was shut. Bearing down on the Eagles line. Still our Zimbabwe Academy up to 11 phases now. And here's a powerful drive, knee down, he must be released. The need to keep their discipline. Do Zim Academy head down and go from Kundiona. And will they try again, this time towards the post? Looking to muscle the way over the line. Murariki sends it, and it's been intercepted, and there's a whole field ahead of Gerard Nortje. He will have to show serious wheels, and he does not have those wheels to show.
Go back. Here. Go back.
It was all for nothing, Paul Stubbs. There was a penalty advantage being played by the referee.
As a man who never had express speed, I can say that it's the worst thing in the world to intercept the ball on your own 5-meter line and know that you have to run 95 meters.
Get you treated. Get you treated on the side.
It's even worse if you've had to run 60 and it's all for nothing because there's a penalty advantage.
Get back.
Very true. Yep. Having to track back now, and assuming they'll have to defend their line. What's the call here for Zimbabwe, Vim? The scrum has been faltering from time to time. The line out is not a dependable option. Is it perhaps time for the tap and go?
Okay, we're going to play on. Are you going to treat him on the side, or are you going to swap him?
It probably would be a decent time for a tap and go, but it looks like they're going to be opting for the line out. But it is a perfectly positioned penalty for a scrum, but we need to take into consideration what happened in their previous scrum feed. They were totally pushed over off the ball and turned over.
Yeah, wait.
An injured player making his way from the field. That's what is the reason for the slight delay.
Back here.
It does appear that Zim Academy are lining up for a tap and go. Straight for the line. Oh man, Matthew Mandioma could not keep the ball in hand.
Advantage.
And he's knocked it on immediately at the first point of contact. The clearance kick does not gain much distance. It's on the 22-meter line of the Eagles.
Here's your mark. Leave the numbers to me. Leave the numbers to me.
Mundiona, the chance to redeem himself. The wind must be considered. Interesting, that. Oh, referee Vusi Msibi has been very lenient with the line-out throws. As long as they go in straight, he seems to be lenient. However, on that occasion, no such luck.
Take a look at this. This is how strong that wind is. It's absolutely impossible. You got to get a rocket straight ball in, bank a ball to the front. But to throw a lob ball in these conditions is impossible.
By Crouch.
That is the halftime hooter. The clock has gone red, and the gap right now between the two teams is 12 points. Is that significant enough a lead with this kind of wind at your back to take into the second half? Snell's at the back of the scrum. Zim Academy are coming back at them. They've been disrupted, and eventually they will have to clear. Oh, what a kick that is. Using the wind to his advantage. And it's meant that Zim Academy will have to run this ball the length of the field should they want to attack again this half. Perhaps they would be better advised just taking the halftime break, because right now they're presenting attacking opportunities to Eagles. Man was on the ground, luckily so, and that is Mudariki trying to break up field. Was the man back 10? It would appear so. No advantage. Oof, really playing with the offside line. SWD, Johan Oosthuizen on that occasion. Oh, a bit of indecision. Very well managed in the end by Kuziwakwashe Kazembe. And now Zim Academy having to fight for their own ball. This is a dangerous game they're playing. Mudariki off to Tyron Fagan, who appears to have recovered from his injury. And now the ball has been turned over, and it presents the Eagles with one last chance to attack the Zim line in the first half. Volskut. Extern, so often stepping into the number 9. Buren Parks fighting to get to ground. Is this a maul now? It was held up, and Zim Academy pile in. No, they've turned it over, and it's going to play on. Mudariki away to Aiden Burnett. Fine counter-wrecking attempt by Grasman. Oh, what a piece of play from Kundiona, getting his hands through the tackle after doing so much work already in this first half. It's clear to see why the coaches single him out as a shining light in this team. Mandioma. He's getting the full treatment from SWD. And Zim Academy have a penalty advantage coming their way. And they have clear intent on not leaving this first half with just the 7 points to their name. Oh no, there's the signal. That is a clear signal.
Get a tap.
Yes. A tap in the kick to touch. That is the right thing to do. And at the halftime break, SWD against Zimbabwe Academy. We were hoping for an evenly balanced game between two teams that love to run the ball each and every year, this year being no difference, and that's precisely what we're getting. Zimbabwe Academy continue to grow in stature in this competition, and right now, at halftime at the Dalmeida Stadium in Mossel Bay, they trail SWD by 19 points to 7. And we are ready for the second half. SWD now playing into the wind. Interesting dynamics in this match. Who will manage the conditions better? Jaravatsa in the number 10 jersey for Zim Academy, perhaps the most important player on the field here in the second half. And Jaravatsa begins with a deep kick. No chance of a contest on that. He wants SWD to start from deep. Snell, what a first half he had. Crisp delivery and quickly as well. Nortje gets it away to Marquise September. Marquise September has just beaten 3 defenders. September weaving to the outside, and he's still going. Fantastic tackle in the end. And that came from Jaravatsa, who was back to cover the kick, assumedly, and Extian takes it to the line. Sean Robenheimer in his 100th match is looking to get involved in every which way he can, and there he is picking it up in the halfback position. Vuyo Mboto, another stalwart for SWD in the 13 jersey there, protecting the ball. And that is a blind pass from Dierwald Dekker. And a hack through in response. Nobody back here for SWD, and it's Volskut who will have to hustle. And Volskut is being chased down by Chiwanza. Volskut gets back, can he keep his feet? Chiwanza must make this tackle. Zim Academy players arriving and on their feet. Volskut surely playing the ball on the ground, advantage being played to Zim Academy. And this is the kind of pressure they'll be looking to implement on the Eagles throughout the second half.
Play from your own side.
They've opted for posts.
Pull the players down.
The breakout of Wilskut. He's had a solid outing this afternoon.
Rack over.
Left and right, he finds himself in open waters. That's why they got turned over. Good backtracking by Wayne Wilskut. Saves the day, but penalty conceded for holding the ball on the ground.
Perhaps this displays an intent on keeping the scoreboard ticking over, increasing the visits to the opposition 22, forcing penalties and capitalizing. Here's Jaravatsa. Straight and through, and look at the background into which that kick is drifting. Glorious scenes here on the garden route. And there's Wayne Wilskut. Did take a big knock in the first half, and he looks like he may still be carrying.
He did take a big knock, but he's a tough character, he's a tough customer. He's as tough as woodpecker lips, that's for sure.
And here is Gerard Nortje to get us restarted. Up it goes, drifting back in the wind. He's measured that perfectly, and it's fallen straight into the arms of Buren Parks. Attacking opportunity for Eagles. And it is Dylan Snell. And now they're moving with Nortje in the back line. Cutting through his steers. He hangs out a speculative pop pass. Leighton Extian will throw out another wild one. Fagan is able to clear this one up.
Leave it wide, leave it.
Zim Academy will surely rather not pack down a scrum and just put boots a ball, clear their lines, because their scrum has looked shaky at times. Aidan Burnett with the responsibility to take it beyond the gain line. Reynard Steers in the number 2 jersey for Eagles has been truly abrasive at all times.
Is it? No.
Taking their time here to clear
Get it out now.
And why not? If they control this half, it could be all theirs. Zim Academy looking for their first win in the SuperSport Rugby Challenge. Safe touch found near by the 10-meter line of Zimbabwe Academy.
Wait. Ja, jy moet net onthou om aan kant te bly. Wag tot die bal uit is.
Jaravatsa, to remind you, in for Brendan Mandivenga. He is the captain of the Zimbabwe Academy side. He'll be returning from injury in the next couple of weeks.
Wait.
And he really is a linchpin for this team.
Dankie. Ek het getwyfel wat nie seker wat gebeur. Dankie.
And that is Aidan Burnett.
En sy tweede een hier sien was reg.
Very impressive number 8 of Zimbabwe Academy. Thankfully not an injury problem, but a lace problem. I'm not sure he even tied those of them. I think he gave up.
No, I think he did.
Time back on. Get in 60.
Let's see what happens. First line out.
Backwards.
And is the banker
Backwards.
ball.
Yeah,
He has been very impressive in the line-out. This looks like it's coming back on the Zim Academy side. Mudariki digging in there, and it's Burnett once more. First man off the ruck. Fagan to clear. Wilskut causing some problems. What is the tactic here from Zim Academy? Are they running it from just outside their own 22? It would appear so. Cleopas Kundiona. Mudariki, back it goes, and Jaravatsa cannot field. It's Kietsa again looking for gaps, and they are certainly aware of his danger now. To the boot he turns. Jaravatsa, why would you not go that way? Look at the carry on that kick. We're coming back for a penalty advantage and a quick chat.
Let's just sort out the last point of the tackle or of the ruck. Get the guys back, please. Just speak to them, especially number 5.
Wilskut gets called into the headmaster's office, warned about discipline on the field. Penalties, 7 apiece.
Wait.
Really is a well-balanced game here. And this from a Zimbabwe team that only came together a few weeks before the beginning of the SuperSport Rugby Challenge, much like Border, for their own reasons.
Offside, number 9.
Jaravatsa just put the boot behind the ball and it will fly down this field. Oh, Zim Academy have a big advantage on their hands here in the second half, and the Eagles should be nervous, although they continue to lead by 9. There was the offside call.
Green.
Touch and go, Dylan Snell just jumping the gun.
Yeah. Homework.
Solomon Mankoriri makes his way on for SWD. Played in the Gold Cup in 2017 for Progress. A proud rugby club from George. Oh, Jaravatsa not holding it. Did it go forward? No is the answer, according to VCMC.
Tackle now, tackle! Close.
Eventually, they do manage to get the ball back. Here's a man who knows what he's doing on a rugby field. Cleopas Kundiona.
Let it go, ruck!
He has looked effective with every touch of the ball.
Hands in, ruck
into
form.
that ruck, over and over. Oh, man.
No, there, mark there.
Oh, he's going to get a second chance. Very lucky. Ernest Mudzengerere. And they point to the post again, Vam.
Mutserere gets a get out of jail for free card. Whoopsie daisy.
In cricket, at prep school, they call that first ball grace. And Zim Academy have another chance to close down the lead here. It'll take it down to 6 should Jeremiah Jaravatsa be successful, the Glenwood boy. So much rides on him for Zim Academy in this second half. Jaravatsa, that strike looks clean. The flags are raised. And there's a 6-point game here at the Dalmeida Stadium in Mossel Bay.
The SW Eagles battling with a bit of disciplinary issues in this second half. They've conceded a couple of penalties, and what that has done is has kept Zimbabwe in with a shout.
Jaravatsa has a lot riding on him. How much does Gerard Nortje have riding on him? And he's going to be playing into the wind. He's going to have to control this match. Jaravatsa turning straight to the boot this time, kicking it towards the corner. It's not going to have the angle. And it may just roll all the way over the dead ball line. Yes, it will. And that is the danger with using the wind too much to your advantage.
That ball is rolling dead, so it will be a scrum from where the ball was kicked in the favour of SWD Eagles. Considering the fact that they are playing against a very strong westerly wind in their face,
Scrum white, ball going past.
this is an opportunity
Gone to the dead ball line.
to keep ball in hand, maintain possession,
Gone ball dead.
drag phases.
Bit of claret on the mouth of Jan Ferreira, stalwart for this Zimbabwe team, and Zimbabwe teams of all descriptions for many a long year now.
Crouch! Bind! Seat!
How will things pan out in the scrum battle in the second half? Zim Academy looking strong on this occasion. Snell to Nortje. Nortje away to Ganfried May. Ganfried May almost evading the tackle. Here's Snell. Marquette September, short ball off to Solomon Mankoriri. September away to Steers. And Reinhard Steers continues his good work.
Leave it, no.
Serious contest on the ground from Cleopas Kundiona. No such luck though. Johan Oosthuizen is having a shining match. Dylan Snell, Nortje. A dummy to the outside from Leighton Extian. What a balanced rugby player he is. Snell. Luando Mabenge carrying for SWD. This is great attacking play for them. Finally managing to put some pieces together here in the second half. They will be desperate to score. Wow, that was very much flat between those two, and Vane Volsker takes it to ground. Dylan Snell out to Oosthuizen. Oosthuizen stopped on the 22-meter line by Godfrey Muzanagwe. Spreading it wide is Leighton Extien. And Rosenkrantz to ground now, and Snell. That one just swinging over the head of Marquise September due to the wind, but a penalty advantage was coming their way.
Give side.
Now this is a difficult choice for SWD with such a strong wind blowing. Do you still have the option of going at post? Do you still have a stab at that?
Captain.
With the strong wind,
Okay.
I would opt for the scrum, considering they've had scrum dominance in this fixture.
With the wind blowing as it is, the lineout is more of a gamble. Of course, now for SWD, the wind is blowing onto their side of the lineout, so if things go wrong, might
Look
just
with the mark.
It's Beinert Glasman, such an important player for SWD.
Get it open. Get it open. Step it.
Product of dispatch.
Wait.
He also happens to be an expert in javelin.
Good players.
The wind is significant. Referee MCB will not let it fly this time, and it's going to be a scrum to Zim Academy.
Six back.
Good feed from the line-out, obviously due to the fact that there's such a strong wind. I really would have opted for the scrum. They have been rock solid at that phase.
Try and get a better bind on top, please.
Position scrum,
Because you're
left
slowly
and right
moving to the
options
armpit.
available.
Right. You as well. Get it up. Because you're on the jersey and you're slipping down.
But now
Just get it up.
Zim Academy will have a scrum on almost the same spot. They have a long distance to travel, but we know that they
Right,
can use
back
the
ball.
boot.
Skew from the line out.
That indeed they can, but I can tell you one thing, Paul Stubbs,
Crouch.
the fact that SWD Eagles have
Bind.
had scrum dominance,
Sit.
you would expect them to throw everything at the scrum, including the kitchen sink.
Oh, look at that scrum from Eagles. It's going to be allowed to come back onto the Zim Academy side, courtesy of Murariki, and Jaravadza takes on the SWD defenders with some steps. Playing a dangerous game. What a tackle on Kundiona. He's been driven backwards.
Last point.
And they're retaining possession now deep inside their own dead ball line. And that kick to touch will not cross the 22-meter line, meaning that SWD have another chance to attack. Still trailing by 6. Oh, there goes Cleopas Kundiona. Oh no, he's heading to the line out, thankfully. It looked like he might be making his way from the pitch.
Play on.
And once more, the line out does drift to the side of SWD.
Just wait. Wait. A rescue there. Rescue. Captain. Captain. Where's the captain? Can we get an agreement? If the ball travels 5 meters and it's blown by the wind, we're going to play on. All right? Otherwise, we'll keep on calling skew the whole time. Okay. Do we have an agreement on that?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
All right. Thank you, gents. Let's play on. This is the last one.
Yeah, gentlemen, can I just talk to my team?
Yeah, sure.
Fair play applied by the referee, Mr. Muzi Msibe, due to the fact that the conditions are so trying and difficult. So if it travels 5 meters due to the fact that the wind
because of the wind
affected the throw,
it's just conditions. Otherwise,
the wind is so strong.
No.
The referee will play on both captains.
Time back
shook
on
that agreement. Outstanding stuff.
Interesting, it wasn't agreed before the match. In the first half, that happened as well. And the CMCB did allow it to happen on Zimbabwe's side. So it won't be an unfair advantage to SWD here in the second half, seeing as the wind is blowing the ball to their side of the line-out. They'll certainly be looking to take advantage of that.
Bind. Seat. Keep it up.
Placement scrum off. For Zim Academy feeds the scrum, and what a scrum it is from the Eagles.
Balls at the back.
Trapped underneath the retreating scrum is their new scrum half, Muzarenge.
Advantage. You're holding on to that ball now.
Penalty comes the way of SWD. They are dominating territory right now, and Zim Academy can find no way to escape.
Continued pressure from the SWD Eagles.
Scrum down.
They are opting for the scrum now, considering that the line-out is so trying. But it all started from a dominating scrum effort to turn over the ball. Zimbabwe inflicting the penalty.
Yeah, that's your mark.
Eagles with options.
That's it, gents. 16.
Hard to read the Zimbabwe scrum today. It has shown up and hit away at different times. The last scrum was not a good one.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Snell.
Was it the back play on?
Better on this occasion. Snell gets it out the back. Nortje. He tries to hand it off to Vuyo Mboto. That does not work out for Eagles.
Vantage over.
Wow, what a dummy kick. And taking it to the line, Murariki. Although he's been replaced at halfback, he clearly has not left the field of play. And that is Mandioma. He's working hard. He hasn't had much success today. That's not the greatest pass you'll ever see. And Shingarai Katsvere, of whom we have seen far too little for one of the more talented players in Zimbabwe's ranks, manages to get the ball into touch very impressively. Gets it all the way down to the 10-meter line.
Number 2, White. Number 2, you going off?
And the rolling subs continue. This time it's SWD calling on some replacements. Now Steers making his way from the field, and that'll be a big hit for SWD. Had a great game, not Steers. Never mind this man, Gerard Nortje, who's been running the show in the 10. Extier is standing in the 10 position now. Snell does manage to get the ball to him, very impressively so. Marquis September. Southwestern districts have plenty of work to do to get back to the position in which they were in. Shortly before that clearance from Katsvere. Aggressive clean out there from Aiden Burnett. Volskut into the gap. He is a tireless and fearless leader. Wide it goes to Ganfried May, who juggles it, and it falls back onto the side of Zim Academy. And they attack down the blind.
No advantage, gents.
Not too wise, perhaps, as Jafnos Chiwanza easily tackled into touch, but we were playing under advantage.
Number 1, Black. 1.
You see the quality of the passes have to be a lot closer due to the fact
Here we are,
the
60.
wind is so strong.
Here we are.
The ball drifts. Players need to stand slightly deeper to take in consideration this wind effect that is incurring on this match. Couple of changes. Coombs on for Rangwa. Sweet on for Fagan. Rolling subs continue.
Crouch. Bind. You're gone already. Gone.
He's had enough of the resets as Musium Sibi. Free kick, tap and go. Wow, that is just a coach killer as Ernest Mudzengerere. And has a breakdown in communication with Karakwashe Murariki.
Here we are.
And that will result in a scrum to SWD.
Need to support your body weights. Locks, get the timing. Yeah.
It's very tricky out there.
3 calls, 3 actions. There were 2 calls and you guys stormed in.
That's why there's so many
Right.
turnovers, unforced errors.
All right,
What it does do is it just gives position back to the opposition.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Dylan Snell feeds the scrum. Volskut quickly from the back. He pops it up to Snell. The grabber through, a very good option. Ganfried May on the chase. The bounce is so very kind for Jafnos Chiwanza. Chiwanza on the run. And eventually Buren Parks has to stop him. And here is the serious force of James Chiesa. Mutsengerere keeping it moving to Jan Ferreira. Chiesa always willing and ready to run the ball for Zim Academy. Mutsengerere. Murariki.
Obstructive running.
Number 16, obstruction.
Obstructive running. Led off the hook is the Southwestern District Eagles side. So they do have a penalty in their favour.
Yeah.
Penalty count, there's been 19 in this fixture. 10 to Zimbabwe, 9 to the SWD Eagles.
In the conditions, that is an outstanding kick to touch.
But there's the obstructive running line. Encroaching on the defensive pattern of Johan Woesthuizen. A solid outing for his side today.
Right, step back. Number
Xavier Skoltz on.
you got 16. Are you receiver?
The Eagles.
Are you
He is a
receiver? You
bundle
don't have
of
a
energy,
receiver.
especially when running the ball. Great contest at the front from Zim Academy, but it comes back to SWD and late next year and keeps it moving to Vuyon Borto. Snell. Powerful run from Luando Mbenga. And Mbenga continues. Snell. Extien, he is challenging the Zim Academy line. When he takes it at first receiver, and here's Marquise September. He's challenging the Zim line in another way with pure power. The hands of Buren Parks. Pass out the back of the hand was from Luando Mbenga. Perhaps not the best, and Extien is forced to start a counter. They're heading back towards their own halfway line with each and every step. Zim Academy trying to attack the breakdown as legally as possible. But SWD have come roaring back into that one. More great stuff from Johan Woesthuizen. This is Divan Nel. The kick's been charged down. It's Jan Ferreira. He does the right thing. He picks the ball up. He waits. And then he throws a speculator over the top when he had a man in support right next to him. But Zim Academy might still have a try on here.
No
Shot
hands,
down
no
and
hands.
mere
Wait,
5
let it
meters
go.
out from SWD's line. Patience and consolidation key.
From
They
the-
head blind.
Advantage.
They try to force the
Offside,
pass.
number 14.
And there's a scrum advantage coming their way. They continue working their way forward, and here's Aiden Burnett. Burnett breaks through the tackle!
No, he wasn't held there.
Burnett touchdown
held
for a
at all.
try.
The goal started with their captain, Jan Ferreira, recovering a wayward pass from the Eagles, and then the recycle inside is somewhat 50-50, but the right man at the right place. And the big number 8 scores a fantastic try for the Zimbabwe Academy side.
Thank you, brother.
The kick is up. It should be challenging. It is important, and it is not over. Zimbabwe Academy continue to trail by the 1-point margin.
No questions asked. He didn't propel himself forward with these knees. It was all in one movement. So a definite try for the burly number 8, Aiden Burnett. Eagles taking their time towards the halfway line. They've battled in the second half with the strong wind conditions in their
behind
face.
Extien with the restart. Taking the wind into account, making sure he kicks it longer, and it does fall into the arms of an SWD Eagles player. Snell, Buren Parks, and there's Luando Mbenga.
No
Just holding
jinx.
onto that
Let it
late
go.
next year.
Advantage.
The wind pushing it into his body.
Offside, yep.
Snell. Xavier Stoltz tackled behind the
Number
line.
5,
We're
you're
playing
offside.
penalty
Number
advantage
5.
for offsides. Let's hope that's some cramp trouble.
Sure does look like it. And once again, it's Zimbabwe not behind the last man's feet in their
on the
defensive
field.
line.
Make sure if you're timing, I know you came around, make sure that you wait until the ball comes
Rolling
out.
subs always ready to go in the SuperSport Rugby Challenge. Make sure that everybody gets a full stab. And there's one of the standout
Come
players
back on.
today, Johanna Oosthuizen.
Offside.
His work in the line-out has been superb, but general play as well. He certainly gets around. Divan, no. That's an outstanding touch, all things considered. And it gives the Eagles an attacking opportunity.
5 black, you're going off. Go off, go off. Ja, hy's alright. Hy's buite spel. Kom ons speel.
Coming onto the field
Let's
for
play.
Zim Academy, George Sangweme.
He's out of play. Let's play on. There's a lot of strong men that can play
All
here.
these players will have World Cup dreams of 2023. Zimbabwe still have a long road to get there. Xavier Stoltz feeds the front of the line-out, and it works out for
20 from the side.
SWD, and they're getting an advantage coming their way. Offsides at that rolling ball. Zimbabwe Academy wrapping around. Snell with a fantastic ball to Marquette September. What a try.
Marquette September gets his brace. I'll tell you one thing, Paul. His running line and the timing of his run is exceptional. It makes him so difficult to stop. He hits that line with such explosive power. Look at that. That's how much it means to him.
Oh, what a champion. Scored a fantastic try against Western Province. We had to take on the speed of Craig Berry in the number 15 jersey. He got there in the end, and today he gets himself another 2 tries today. Here's Leighton Extian adding the extras into the window. Marquette September, congratulations, sir. Here's one last look. Broke through the line, and after that it was all she wrote here on Mother's Day. He's got all sorts.
Celebrations around.
You've got 13.
There's still time in this fixture.
Jan,
13 minutes left. Zimbabwe once again opt for the points, opt for posts. Oh, it's good work at the breakdown bar. Zimbabwe player in the right place, shows daylight, wins the penalty. That one slips past the right upright for Jaravatsa, obviously disappointing for him. The Eagles just slowing things down. This westerly wind has picked up quite considerably. There's been an immediate drop in temperature. It's quite nippy now at this Dalmeida Stadium. Extend with restart. Just see how difficult the wind condition in Zimbabwe. That fires out wide. Looks like one of the players slipped before he received the ball. And their captain, Ferreira, takes it up. And a rampaging run. He's like a bull in a china shop.
And Zim Academy still on the attack. It's out to Dustin Andrews. There's been an increase in intensity. Looking for the inside ball. It's George Sangweme. And now taking it to the line is that Jaravatsa. Mutsengerere. Cleopas Kundiona moving it forward. Mutsengerere again. Oh, what a pickup that is. Right around the boost laces. It's excellent work from Brandon Sweet.
Step back here.
7 phases now. Sangweme
Tackle,
again.
gents, tackle. Lead.
Can the Eagles retain the discipline here? No penalty advantages yet. Chopped down was Aidan Burnett. Knock on. Outstanding defense from the home team.
Wayne Wilskett and Buren Parks make their presence felt.
Here we are.
Sealed, signed and delivered. The postcard was sent. Wow. Physical stuff from the 2 flank forwards, or the loose forwards of. He wasn't expecting that ball at all.
Oh, it looked like he tried to pull a Michael Jackson move to get out of the way of that.
That's what you call blindsided. Take a look at this for Defence Brothers. Eagles outfit, the next one. They make it count and force the turnover. That is what you call dominating defence.
In the face of some challenging odds here, SWD Eagles have pulled themselves together and made sure that Zim Academy aren't able to use this win to their advantage in the second half and overcome the advantage which they've built. And it remains an 8-point game, so they have an element of safety. Do Southwestern Districts. That scrum wheeling out of control. Absolutely, and altogether the penalty comes the way of Southwestern Districts. As it stands, Zimbabwe Academy are failing to close this one out to capitalize on their second half advantage of having the wind at their backs. They are not scoring the requisite points and they trail by 8. Dylan Snell. And Divan Nell finds a good touch. Coming from the field once more, Jeremiah Jaravatsa. And there's Tonderai Shavanga. If you don't recognize him, well, maybe you're too young to, but that man scored 6 tries on his debut for the Springboks before we were crudely robbed of his future career. Forward comes Luando Mabenge. Dylan Snell saw the penalty coming the way of Zimbabwe Academy, backed away to make sure that no quick tap could be taken. But Zimbabwe Academy now in the final 10 minutes of the game, they have to capitalize on their territorial position and make sure they put points on the board.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Zimbabwe, that up for territory.
No. I called that guy back. He was in the trench before the line took place.
I know they've had line-out woes. Brilliant at the breakdown. Clearly, no man's land as an Eagles player.
Leave it to me, leave it to me.
Mandioma feeds the line out in dodgy circumstances. Over the top it goes. And the Eagles are able to capitalize on that error. Volskut, once more, the talisman of his team. And September, always a handful to bring down. Leighton extend to Volskut.
That's fine, it's ripped to the tackle.
Knocked the ball on. And Chiesa has a chance to set the men up on the outside. Matthew McNabb, he has seen very little ball today. effective ball runner when he does get his hands on it. Mutsengerere and strong hits in the midfield. Oh, the man may be hurt. I think that is Brandon Sweet. Let's hope he's all right. Mutsengerere gets it away again.
Number 5.
Been knocked on by
side
Matthew Mandioma, who has had really bad luck.
Captain. Number 5.
Looks like it's Jordan Coombs with a problem. I'm not quite sure. Paul,
Right, we have spoken about it.
arms were used
Right.
in that tackle.
Discipline offside. Here we are.
That is Johan
Offside.
Oosthuizen
Number
making
5.
his way from the field.
Right.
One of the standout players for
Scrum Kings.
SWD today. Call the scrum from that penalty,
Here we
Verm.
are.
What's your thoughts?
One man less at the scrum, and due to the fact that Johan Oosthuizen has a yellow card, I believe that might be a good captain's decision, considering the fact that they've taken so much slack. Line-out time, they've battled to win possession there. And I can tell you one thing, this is a favourably positioned scrum. Options left and right. They've loaded the open side of the field with a
Point.
prowess and quality of players.
6.
See what happens.
It's fed in by Mutsengerere. Breaking from the back is Aiden Burnett. Burnett looks for the offload. He cannot get one away.
Play terug.
In to clear that ball is Dustin Andrews. Fighting his way for the line. And now options for Zimbabwe Academy. The numbers ran out on defense for Southwestern District Eagles. And the try is scored. And Tandarai Shavanga is excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your safety belts because we have a ball game. It's all going to go to the wire. But you hit it right on the head, Paul Stubbs. Shongwemwe scores the try for the Zimbabwe Academy, but they ran out of numbers, did the defensive structure of the Eagles on that far side. They set it from the scrum. What counted was the patience, the setup, and the way they executed.
George Sangweme recently joined the fray from the touchlines, and he just saw a gap right in front of him, helped himself.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
And the score has now been corrected. Look at
8
that.
and 6.
It's a 3-point game with
8
5
and
minutes
6.
to play at the Dalmeida Stadium in Mossel Bay at the SuperSport
Right, let's
Rugby
go.
Challenge Festival
Let's go,
number
let's
2
start
of 2019. Thank you for joining us for
Success.
such a fantastic day of rugby. We've had 2 outstanding matches. The third is about to come to a conclusion.
bal agter die lyn
It
op,
looks
nee.
like it should be a dramatic one. Extian holding up in the wind once more. Zim Academy have no idea where the ball is. Rosenkrantz underneath to receive. Can they protect
There
this
he go.
ball at the breakdown? There's a Zim Academy man with his hands on the ball. No such luck. And it will be Anton Smith carrying it forward. Across the 22-meter line, they've set themselves up for the last attacking play wonderfully well. Xavier Skoltz coming on to the ball at pace. Snell, Marquis September moving forward as he always does. The Eagles are building to something here. Xavier Skoltz is stopped in his tracks by Cleopas Kundiona. Snell. How tireless has Snell been today? He's been outstanding in the halfback position for Eagles. Another fine, effective run. Snell through the legs, making sure that the forward momentum is maintained through Marquis September. Snell with options. It's off to Anton Smith, who now takes them to the 5-meter line of Zim Academy.
No. Vantage number 22.
This is Sean Rovenheimer, the man in his centenary game, diving over the top of that
22.
ball. Penalty against Zimbabwe. The tap and go. The Eagles are going for the line. Did he not put that ball down? Yes, the try is given.
And it looks like it's Luwando Mbenga that scores the try for the Eagles, and that would surely mean that this SRC Fixture, I'm not going to say it, Paul. I'm not putting a commentator's curse on this Eagles side. The game is only over when the final whistle blows, but it seems like they've done enough, and that is their 5th try, so it is a bonus point try that they have scored.
Well, he'll be satisfied. Luano Mabenge. This is Divan now, who has a chance to take the gap beyond the 8 points. Already stands at 8 points.
It's actually a vital conversion, considering how the wind is blowing. Let's see what he does.
Wow, that is incredible.
That was absolutely amazing how that ball traveled backwards in there. That just proves how strong this wind is. But a quick tap penalty. And Benga running off the shoulder of Leighton Eckstein, puts his head down. He's a big man, body position was good. And he finds a blade of grass.
Deep kick from Zimbabwe Academy seems counterintuitive with 90 seconds to play, but SWD will start from deep in their own half. Xavier Skoltz into the contact there, Solomon Manklodidi. And Zim Academy have turned this ball over. One last chance and it has to happen right now. They need to score, drop goal, the attempted conversion, and then get back to the halfway line. But time is ticking away. Good take from Dustin Andrews, but he's stopped in his tracks. SWD attacking this ball relentlessly. Spinning out of the hits is James Chiesa. He's given plenty to the Zim Academy team today. Oh, wonderful hits.
Advantage, not rolling.
Wrapping around and coming at speed.
No, 21!
Dustin Andrews has shown energy since coming on. And here's their big man, Cleopas Kundiona. 25 seconds. 79 minutes and 25 seconds, that is. And now less than 30 seconds to play.
Tackler, roll out faster.
With the penalty coming the way of Zim Academy, they have no time to stand around and wait. No time to set a scrum. Tap and go is the only option from Cleopas Kundiona. Kundiona for the line. He takes them to
get off.
Man over the ball for SWD, Manklodidi. He couldn't make the turnover. Oh, that's a punishing hit.
Number 4.
And it turns out to be illegal.
Here we are.
Yep, that's a grass cutter. Dangerous,
tackle with no
arms. Wynand Krasman.
That's going to be a try from. And who deserves it any more than Cleopas Kundiona?
Cleopas Kundiona has had a solid outing for his Zimbabwe Academy side. He's a big man at 125 kilograms. And I can tell you one thing, to stop him that close to the line. Whoa.
That looks interesting, though.
No, time's up.
The try has been awarded. Are we going to have a look at that?
We do have Sean Feltzman in the house, but I think he may just be happy. And Zim Academy, well, they'll be disappointed with the way this one turned out, but if you take a look at the scoreline, they have made great strides here today. They did have a chance to pick up a win here in the second half with the wind at their back. They couldn't make it happen. Murariki, over it goes, and it finishes in a 1-point victory for Southwestern District Eagles, and there is one of the standout players, Cleopas Kundiona, taking a bended knee. But the Eagles players can be very satisfied with the way that they represented themselves today, wouldn't you say, Vim?
Oh, definitely so. They've had tough times from Currie Cup champions last year in the first division. They lost a lot of their players, like I mentioned early on. They work, most of their squad works. They come and train in the evenings. They're semi-professional. It's a turnaround for them. Their first win of the SRC in 2019. They put their